Imagine you're sitting in a quiet room. Across from you is someone in authority, maybe a boss, a teacher, or a parent who is very disappointed. They are giving you a lecture. The atmosphere is heavy. It feels like the room is filled with thick, unmoving jelly. You know you should look serious. You know your face should be a flat, respectful mirror reflecting their concern. But then, you feel it. A tiny electric feather tickling the back of your throat. A bubble rising in your chest like carbonation in a shaken soda bottle. Your brain screams, "Do not smile," but your mouth betrays you. The corner of your lip twitches up, and then a sound escapes. A giggle. It sounds like a squeaky rubber duck in the middle of a library. The person across from you stops talking. Their eyes narrow. They see a disrespectful clown who thinks this is a joke. But they are wrong. They don't see that under the table. Your hands are shaking. They don't see that you feel like a deer caught in headlights. That laugh wasn't amusement. It was pure panic. Why does this happen? Why does your body hand you a smile when you actually need a shield? First, take a deep breath. This is not a defect in your character. It is a blown fuse in your electrical system. We often think emotions are sorted into neat little boxes. The sad box for funerals, the happy box for parties. But neuroscience shows us that the brain is not a tidy filing cabinet. It is a messy, open-plan kitchen. Both laughter and distress are cooked up in the same area, the limbic system. When you are being scolded or receiving bad news, the voltage in that system skyrockets. You are feeling fear, shame, and awkwardness all at once. It is too much energy for the wires to handle. Think of your nervous system as an overheating engine. When the temperature gets into the red zone, the engine has to vent steam immediately, or it will break. It opens the release valve. Usually that valve is crying, but if the shock is too sudden, or the social pressure is too high, the wires get crossed. The brain accidentally pulls the wrong lever, and instead of tears, you get laughter. This is what scientists call a displacement activity. It is a biological trick to lower your anxiety levels. In the wild, primates do this too. When a chimpanzee is nervous or threatened by a dominant leader, it bares its teeth in a fear grin. It looks like a smile, but it is actually a surrender flag. So, when you giggle during that serious lecture, you aren't mocking the person. Your brain is frantically spinning a cooling fan to stop you from passing out. It is trying to save you. Here is the cruel twist. The moment you realize you are smiling, you panic. You think, "I am a terrible person," and you try to crush the laughter. You bite your lip. You pinch your arm. You try to build a brick wall against the urge. But standard advice, just be serious, is useless here. In fact, it acts like yeast in bread dough. It makes the problem rise faster. This is due to the ironic process theory. If I hand you a heavy box and tell you, "Bean, do not drop this," your muscles tense up, and you become obsessed with dropping it. When you command your brain, "Do not laugh," your brain focuses entirely on the concept of laughter. You are trying to hold a giant, air-filled beach ball under the water. The harder you push it down with your hands, the more violent the pressure becomes. Your chest tightens into a knot. You are creating more tension in a system that is laughing specifically to release tension. By fighting the mechanism, you signal to your brain that the danger is increasing. The brain thinks, "Oh no, the pressure is critical. We need to vent more steam." And that is why a suppressed smile often turns into a loud, hysterical explosion. You aren't just fighting the awkward silence, you're fighting your own biology, and biology always plays the ace card. So if fighting the monster makes it grow, how do we tame it? We stop building the wall and start building a channel for the water to flow. We need to shift your perspective. You have been viewing this laughter as a sign of disrespect. I want you to reframe it as a dashboard light flashing on your car. It signals, "System overloaded." Here is how to handle it in the real world, in 3 actionable steps. Step 1. The internal label. When you feel that soda bubble sensation in your throat, do not say "don't laugh." Instead, describe the mechanics to yourself. Say internally, "My anxiety is spiking." This simple sentence turns the forbidden joke into a medical fact. You stop judging the beach ball and simply acknowledge it is floating there. Step 2. The physical anchor. Laughter is up energy. It lives in the throat, the face, and the chest. You need to pull that energy down to the floor. Wiggle your toes inside your shoes. Focus entirely on the sensation of your big toe pressing against the fabric of your sock, or press your hand against the cool, hard wood of a table or your own denim jeans. By focusing on a boring, heavy physical sensation, You steal the electricity away from the face and ground it into the earth. You are acting like a lightning rod. Step 3. The verbal bridge. If the laugh escapes, do not freeze. The silence is what makes it awkward. Build a bridge immediately. If you giggle while your boss or partner is talking seriously, say this: "I'm sorry, I smile when I'm nervous. I am actually really listening." By naming the elephant in the room, you take away its power. You turn their confusion into empathy. You show them the machinery behind the mask. Next time you are in a tense room and you feel that inappropriate brightness rising in your throat, be kind to yourself. You are not cold-hearted. You are not broken. You are a deeply feeling human being whose wires are just glowing a little too hot. That laughter is not a weapon used against others. It is a shield your body created to protect you. You don't need to fix your wiring. You just need to understand the blueprint. You are capable of deep respect and deep seriousness. Your body just has a quirky way of processing the voltage. And that is perfectly okay. If you want to understand more about the hidden maps of your mind, subscribe to Clear Mind Theory. We'll see you in the next video.